signs you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, today is July 31st, 2022. It is 3:06 a.m. This is my back end. I have a lot to share with you. And yesterday I put, I think, 2 or 3 videos out. Let's check this first. I had 3 videos out. I don't normally do that, but while I was editing, I decided to take some small part of the hour-long video, cut some clips out, and put them out. So I had the main one, the 6 a.m. video was out, which was this one, and I had another one that had to do with body alignment. It was only 3 minutes and 29 seconds, put it out. And I had this one, which was 5 minutes 57 seconds, put it out. And they all did pretty well. They all did pretty well. They actually did better than the main video. Alright, so, and I had another one. I was gonna put that out 6 minutes and 36 seconds, but they're reviewing it. They want to review the video first. Alright, so that's why I didn't make that public. As soon as they finish review it, hopefully they okay it, alright, I'll put it out. And that was it's within, oh no, the video is rendering right now on my laptop. Alright, it's about an hour plus video. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. Some stuff to share with you. So I'm gonna start with this. While I was editing yesterday, I was editing all day. There's a possibility it might happen again today because I have the computer all to myself, but I want to make sure I stop somewhere in between to take my son out. I should have taken him out yesterday, but I was so into the video while I was editing, so I just edit. Before you know it, the day is over. All right, so while I was editing, and I hop on Twitter, and I saw this was happening. So this is my tweet, and I said, did I miss something today? Why is this trending? Abolish the monarchy. All right, we have all of this, Duchess of Cambridge, and then abolish the monarchy. So I asked, and I got my answer. Oh, this person's from account you mute. Oh, I mute that account. I didn't even know. It is so funny because it's this one. Okay, I muted. Okay, I don't know why, but I don't remember muting her. All right, so this person responded and said, from The Guardian, Prince Charles accepted £1 million from family of Osama bin Laden. That was a report. Future king allegedly accepted donation for his charity in 2013, but Clarence House dispute the claim. Do you think he's gonna say he did it? Of course not. He's not gonna say. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read that article, and I will, once I finish do this video, I'm gonna take a screenshot, put it on my community board. All right, so I already have it open. I'm gonna read it. All right, so this is it. The link of this article will also be in the description. Hopefully they don't give me any problem. Oh good, I could read it. So let's read. All right, Prince Charles accepted £1 million from family of Osama bin Laden, report claims. Future king allegedly accepted donation for his charity in 2013, but Clarence House disputes the claims. All right. The Prince of Wales received a £1 million donation for his charity from relatives of Osama bin Laden, according to a report. Okay, in my humble opinion, I believe this. Why? Because Charles be doing this kind of things. He even tried to frame He tried to frame Harry into this sort of kind of I don't know, unethical, I would say, knowing the fact what his family stand for, especially 9/11, this kind of thing. So I don't think Harry would do such a thing like that, because Charles had sent one of those Middle Eastern people to donate to Harry's charity, which is Center Bali. So Harry was more than happy to receive the donation, and then once it's come to claim to get the money for the charity, then the person changed its obligation or its deal for giving the money. Harry was like, the switch was, it was almost like a bait and switch kind of thing. The person wanted Harry to fly to his home country, I don't know, Middle Eastern, which country that was, to meet his family or whatever, friend, or pretty much to show off, I guess, to show off his friends with Harry and all of that, or maybe to frame Harry in some shape or form, because all of this, I think, are all framing them to do their dirty work in some shape or form. Okay, so Harry was like, no, that was not part of the deal. The deal was you're gonna donate, and the objective here is for the kids. All right, so it's not about him. So Harry did not do that, and Harry warned his father regarding this person and said, look, this is a bad actor, be careful with him, don't do deal with him. All right, so I don't know, I forgot how that go. I have it on in a video, so you could go and check it out. Hopefully I remember the thumbnails. I think I do. All right, so it's almost the same thing. Charles, no. Okay, and there's Andrew. He wants his title back. Why? So he could go in Middle East to whatever deal they usually do with Middle Eastern people, so he get money because of his title. So it works for him, this kind of thing. All right, so this, I believe it. Okay, so Charles, no, and Harry knows too. Harry doesn't do business with these people. All right, so let's read. The Prince of Wales received a £1 million donation for his charity from relatives of Osama bin Laden, according to a report. The Sunday Times alleged that the future king accepted the payment from Bak bin Laden, the patriarch of the Saudi family, and his brother Shafiq. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Prince Charles, 73, is said to have held a private meeting with Bak, 76, at Clarence House in London on October 30th, 30 October of 2013, 2 years after Osama bin Laden was shot dead by U.S. Special Forces at a compound near Islamabad in Pakistan, according to the newspaper. Man, the U.S. have to be very careful how they give their intelligence to the UK, because I don't know. Something tells me, but I don't have proof. I cannot say what's in my mind. All right, let's continue. Clarence House strongly disputes many of the claims, saying the decision to accept the donation to his charity, the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund, was taken solely by trustees. Oh, yeah, that's his always staying here now. He just shifted to the people, to the other people. But when you're the head of the charity or something like that, I'm sure you know how money come in and how money come out. I mean, how money goes out. Okay, Bok and Sharif bin Laden are half-brothers of Osama, related to the founder of Al-Qaeda through their father Mohammed bin Awad bin Laden, a Yemeni-born billionaire. There is no suggestion that Bok or Sharif bin Laden has sponsored or been involved in an act of terrorism. Sir Ian Cheshire, there was something that happened to, I don't remember, but there was something that happened to Osama bin Laden's son. There was a headline a while back, a couple years ago. I don't remember what it was about, but it was on the news or some shape or form. All right. Where the money was deposited, said in a statement, quote, the donation from Sheikh Bok bin Laden in 2013 was carefully considered by Prince of Wales Charitable Fund trustees at the time. Yeah, money talks. So whenever money is being done, who knows? I don't know why I'm thinking of intelligence. All right, there has to be some sort of intelligence going on. They give the money because these people don't give money for free like that. They want something in return. So what does the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund does? So how come so many charities of theirs are running out of Oh my God. Quote, due diligence was conducted with information sought from a wide range of sources, including government. The decision to accept the donation was taken wholly by the trustees. Any attempt to suggest otherwise is misleading and inaccurate. A source close to the charity said, after a thorough examination of the issue, the trustees concluded that the action of one bin Laden family member should not be tarnished the whole family. Something tells me there's more to that. I don't know why. Okay, a Clarence House spokesperson said, quote, the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund has assured us that thorough due diligence was undertaken in accepting this donation. The decision to accept was taken by the charity's trustees alone, and any attempt to characterize it otherwise is false. A source disputed suggestion that Charles had personally brokered the deal, had agreed, but wasn't he the one who met with them? There must have been some sort of a deal that was taking place due to the meeting, and then the trustees went ahead. Charles probably said, go ahead, take the money. So whatever deal they probably offered, okay, and then Charles would probably deliver, and for some reason, I do not know why. I don't have anything to back that up. Just my humble opinion. I have a feeling it has to do with intelligence, because Charles have access to all of this stuff. It has to do with information. The source also denied that the prince was urged to return the money and was told the sum will not be good for anybody. Okay, did he return it though? It comes a month after it emerged that the Prince of Wales accepted bags containing millions of euros in cash during meetings with the former Prime Minister of Qatar. Last week, the Charity Commission said it will take no further action over the report that Charles was giving a total of £3 million, 2.6 million, pound during meeting with Sheikh Hamad bin Jassin bin Jabbar Al Thani. Oh my goodness. So, okay, the name is long. The Sunday Times reported that the cash was handed to Prince of Wales in a suitcase on one occasion. The Sunday Times. Okay, a hold on another, as well as in Fortnum and Mason carried bags. The upmarket department store, which hold a royal warrant to supply the prince household with groceries. The handover were alleged to have occurred during the meeting between the two men, included a private one-to-one meeting at Clarence House in 2015. You see, the thing is that he's the head. All right, they talk to Charles, to whatever deal what Charles can deliver. All right, if I give you this money, can you give me this information? Can you do this? Because these people don't do anything for free. They don't give anything for free like that. And that huge amount of money, it's not for free. All right. And then Charles said, okay, once Charles agreed he could deliver, and then his people who usually take the blame for him, it is given that, yes, you're supposed to lie for Charles. All right. Charles sent him, whoever the bin Laden or whoever is going to give the money, send it to the trustees, and then Charles called the trustees and said, yeah, accept the money, this kind of thing. But this time they give him the cash. All right. Each payment was deposited into the account of the Prince of Wales, was it something trust, Prince of Wales something, and there is no suggestion the payment were illegal. But what those charities, how much are they really helping? Okay, and then they receive taxpayers' money on top of it. A Clarence House spokesperson said in June the money given during the 2015 meeting was, quote, passed immediately to one of the prince's charities who carried out the appropriate covenants and assure us that all the correct processes were followed. Okay, so that's that. The link will be in the description. When I finish record, I'm gonna put it on my community board. So now let's go back to Twitter. All right, so that was me who asked what was going on, because abolish the monarchy was trending. So this person put the link of that. All right, and there's me responded saying thank you. So let's go to the next tweet. So this is Royal Reporter focusing on the same topic. Okay, hi Camilla Tomney. This seems like a story you will love to cover. Quote, Prince Charles accepted £1 million from family of Osama bin Laden. She tagged Camilla Tomney. So that's a threat. Okay, Prince Charles accepted £1 million payment from the family of Osama bin Laden, the Sunday Times can reveal. Okay, so I read the one that had to do with what did I read? What's the name of the article? The Guardian. Yeah, I read the Guardian version. All right, so it's also in the Sunday Times. All right, can reveal Prince Charles personally secured the money from Bark bin Laden, the patriarch of the wealthy Saudi family, and his brother Shafiq. Both men are half brothers of Osama bin Laden, the founder of Al Qaeda, who masterminded the September 11 attack. The future king agreed to the donation despite the objection of advisors at the Clarence House and the Prince of Wales Charitable Fund. Okay, where the money was ultimately deposited. Okay, so they want to deal with them, but it was done anyway. Okay, so this the Guardian then sort of mentioned that part, or did I miss it? According to sources, several of Charles' advisors, including at least one trustee, pleaded with them in person to return the money. Okay, I didn't get that part. All right, they've tagged a whole bunch of other people. Fax News, CBC Alert. Who is that? CBC Alert sound like something from Canada. Breaking national and international news alert from CBC News Canada. Yeah, some is from Canada. So she tagged all these sources: Access Hollywood, ET Canada, CNN, BBC News, Prince of Pegging. All right, so she tagged all these outlets around the world, said this is the news right there. All right, and she archived it. I'm pretty sure if they delete that, and at least it's in the archive. Okay, hi Royal Reporter. Is this further evidence that Prince Charles need to be investigated? Prince of Pegging. All right, Prince of Pegging Twitter. Prince Charles accepted money from the family of terrorist Osama bin Laden. There's another version of it, so she archived that. There's this, Prince of Pegging. There's that. From the archives, Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, had dinner with a brother of Osama bin Laden 2 weeks after the September 11 attacks. 2 weeks, St. James Palace said. I don't know why. Every time I think during the World Wars, I always felt like the UK, it wasn't reported, but for some reason I'm feeling the UK was playing both sides, and it is being done right now during my lifetime with the thing that's going on in Ukraine and those kind of things. I don't know, the September 11, I don't know. All right, let's go into that. The archive usually so small. Let's see if I could okay, so it's pretty decent. Is that the one that I just read? I think that's back in 2001. Okay. Prince Charles dined with bin Laden's brother. So she bring that back from Saturday 13 October 2001. The Prince of Wales had dinner with her brother Osama bin Laden 2 weeks after the September 11 attack, St. James Palace said today. The dinner, organized months before the atrocities, was in support of the Oxford Center for Islamic Studies. The bin Laden family has link with the center, of which Prince Charles is patron. Charles met Bark bin Laden, a Saudi businessman and brother of the terror suspect, to discuss the Islamic faith, the palace said. Quote, we can confirm that the Prince of Wales did attend a dinner for the Oxford Center for Islamic Studies and that a member of the extended family of Osama bin Laden was at that dinner. A spokeswoman said, it is a recognized center which promotes greater understanding of the Islamic faith, and the arrangement was made months ago. But knowing the fact that, I mean, this is the thing, he cannot think for himself due to the I also understand the fact that you cannot blame a family member of what someone else does. Similar to how I always explaining how the York sisters should not be blamed for the father's thing. The same thing. I understand that, but due to relationship with other countries and the atrocity that was taking place on September 11, all right, there's people all around the world, some shape or form, where somewhat in that building lost a loved one. Okay, knowing the fact that this just happened due to common sense, maybe you should help the thing back and said, let's wait a minute, this just happened. I don't want my partners like the US, to see me in a bad way, this kind of thing. At least held back and said, due to relationship you have with the US, let's hold it back, okay, for a different time and things like that, due to common sense. All right. The spokeswoman said that she was unsure exactly how Bark and Osama bin Laden were related. Quote, it is very, very big family, and my understanding is that this particular member of the family is referred to as a brother, but may not actually be his brother. She said she was unable to confirm whether the meeting took place at Highgrove. It is reported that Charles was introduced to Bark bin Laden last June at a London exhibition. Charles reportedly greeted him by inquiring, quote, what's your brother up to these days? What's your brother up to these days? Wow. Bark subsequently attended a banquet in honor of Charles and Wyatt, where he and some of his brothers run the family's construction business. The family disowned Osama bin Laden several years ago. Charles has long demonstrated a keen interest in Islam and in 1993 made a speech at the Oxford Center praising it as, quote, an important and inciting vehicle for promoting and improving understanding of the Islamic world. This just word of salad. I understand all of this, but when you are at a position where, the fear of Islamic, the mistreatment of Islamic people and all of that, speak up, say something. one of the things that crossed my mind reading this is that Princess Diana was dating, I believe, there was a doctor, I'll look it up when I'm editing, was dating a doctor, I think, named Khan, who religion is Islamic, and Dodi Fayed, the person who died in the car accident with her, was also Islam. So, and then I believe Harry said something, and the me you can see about how they mistreated his mom, or he said something in terms of because of her dating someone who was not white and all of this.
My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies. It's incredibly triggering to potentially lose another woman in my life.
So if Charles really care about Islam, wants to learn it, don't get me wrong, Islam is a beautiful religion to study, because I took a sneak peek of that in college. I fell in love with it, you know. But for me, the sense that I'm getting here with Charles is just the love of money, okay? Nothing in terms of the religion itself, just my humble opinion. And if he really did care about Islam, when he hear people talking about terrorists, calling random people, look at when Meghan was in the UK, helping the Hub Community Kitchen, they associated with helping terrorists and all of that. So if he really care about this type of religion, shouldn't you be able to put a stop to it and say no or something for not letting this to continue? But I think the love of money for the religion, that's all he cares about. Nothing of substance. It's just a front. My humble opinion. Alright, so anyway, that was just a thought. Alright, so this is gonna be in the description as well. Alright, since I read it. Alright, there's that. Prince Charles accepted family of Osama bin Laden, report claim. Okay, there's more. Prince Charles agreed to take £1 million from the family of 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden for his charity, despite objection from advisors. This looked like something she archived from the Daily Mail or something. That's look like there. Let me see. I'm not gonna read that one. She archived it, so it's not going directly to the Daily Mail. Yep, Daily Mail. All right. I'll leave that link as well because it archived kind of thing. Alright, from my understanding. There's more she retweeted. Okay, so let's read some of the comment. Paddington Palace throwing Clarence House under the bus. There's the laugh. That one like to fabricate lies and spew propaganda of how grass is not green in California, but can't write about Prince William alleged affair, Prince of pegging, and corruption in the British royal family done by Prince Charles, etc. Alright, hi at Valentine Low. Tagged him. Okay, I thought Saudi jewels and money was of particular interest to you. No? Has she not blocked you yet? I've been black for about a year now. So that's when she tagged Camilla Tomney. That's how the Royal Reporter started her thread. Okay, I'm black on her main account. I'm sure she has other accounts. Did people in the royal household not say Harry will not be able to build financial independence without taking money from the wrong people? So what is the excuse of those who are still getting taxpayers' funds? Okay, great question. Perhaps Hannah, Fern, and or Chris, okay, will know the answer to this. There's that. Did he get it in cash or by PayPal? Suitcases. Prince Charles prefers suitcases. Okay, I'm surprised the Cambridges are planning their trip to America after this. That crossed my mind too when I first heard it. Okay, the Peggers strike again. How long will this war of attrition between KP and Clarence House last? I thought damaging the monarchy was Harry and Meghan's job. Alright, I would like your take on this story. I guess the royal aren't allies of America. This is the thing. This is what I was saying. The friendship, the allies, that's the word I was looking for. The allies of the US should think twice and say, due to our friendship with America, maybe I should stop. Let me think about this. Okay, nothing to do with you personally, due to allies understanding. Alright, so they're isolating themselves more and more with these kind of things, especially when they took themselves out of the EU. Okay, this is the thing. That's the word I was looking for. I guess the royals aren't allies of America. You can read it for free here. Okay, there's that. One should learn what this really is. Alright, let's see here. It looks like KP went for a deflecting story for the Prince William affair, Prince of Pegging, 3 days Twitter trend. I like this daddy versus son things. Prince Charles cash for access is back in the news. Okay, which is no difference to the Queen accepting diamonds from MBS. Alright, so that's that. You could freeze it and read it. Alright, let me go to the next tweet. I'm already 26 minutes. Next tweet. Alright, am I the only one who find it befuddling and pathetic, even offensive, how Prince Charles, the Prince of Pegging, visit these multimillionaires and they throw a mere £1 million at him that Charles and Mistress Camilla collect in grocery bags, probably on his knees off the floor. Alright. Reminds me of how Prince William, the Prince of Pegging, has roped in 5 multi-billionaires and 1 multi-millionaire for his backshot prize, but they gave him only 5 million per year. It's hilarious how the heirs to British throne are only worth chump change. Reading this comment made me think of how many governments, especially in the US, and especially the way Trump was really turning the US into where if you don't have the money, you don't play the game, so, sort of things. What I see is going on here is that my sense, okay, all those people with position of power and government, they're turning the government into business. You have the money, you get access to certain things. This is the thing that I see going on here. And as I'm saying this, let me not say it. That's all. Okay, who are the billionaires behind Prince William's 50 million Earthshot prize? I'll click on it, but I'm not gonna read it. Maybe I'll read it in a different time, but the link will be in the description, okay? The question is, what are they delivering for these people? That's the question. That's the thing. I'm seeing information for some reason. They don't give that much amount of money for free. Okay? They don't give all this just for charity, for the good sake of their heart. Like that. They want something in return. And I feel like it's information, secrecy, things that the American probably giving them or things that they know. Because from my understanding, the reason when I was looking into heavy security, one thing that I found out, there's a term they use, I can't think of it, I'm not gonna try to think of it. There's a term that they use where due to the intelligence, this is the thing that Harry wanted to have access to, okay, where I think Canada, the US, Australia, the British, it's 5 of them. US, Canada, Australia, UK, maybe New Zealand, probably. New Zealand, 5 countries who collect information due to their security, if they know of something. So this is where, what's the term again? The security of intelligence for the royal family come from. So this is the thing that I think Harry wanted to have access with. Okay, and Harry said he will pay for it. So when they get all of this information from all these countries, okay, I believe it's due to intelligence that they want to know, and they're giving Charles and William whatever those money for those for that purpose. All right, it's due to intelligence. It's not just for the sake of their heart. They care for charity. I don't know what does Clarence House deliver. Wasn't the taxpayers' money enough for them to do their work, but they have to get extra cash for different things? All right, there's this here. All right, next tweet. This is Dr. Shola. Meghan Markle would have been vilified and abused by British media public if she and her charity accepted £1 million donation from Osama bin Laden's family like Prince Charles did. The haters will demand for her to be divested or every title included wife, mother, duchess, hypocrite. Okay, the fallout will be apocalyptic. In fact, I'm pretty sure the world will more or less come to an end. Okay, Meghan created a cookbook with Grenfell survivor who used Almanor Moss kitchen to cook for displaced families. There it is. They tap Camilla Tomney, and neo-Nazi sympathizer link her to terrorism. Other royals had visited the same mass years before, but Camilla never smeared them. Racism. This is the thing that I'm saying. When things like that are happening, if they care so much about Islamic learning and all of that, for instance, I enjoy, when I was in college, I had to take certain history of these kind of things. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the history of them. All right, but those royals who's putting the front, they want to learn more about Islam. But when the racism is going out there, if you care so much about their culture, speak out, especially when you have the platform to do so. You are the future king of England. If something like that is happening in your country, say something. Look at her daughter-in-law went over there. They smear her name. Everybody shut their mouth. Okay? So this is just a front of them saying they care about Islamic and all of that. And look at Meghan, who went over there. The minute she went over there and realizes that the kitchen cannot provide food every day, she came up with a solution. Create a cookbook to sell it and get the money for it.
There is a cookbook, but it's also the story of a West London community who gathered together in a kitchen and discovered the healing power of sharing food.
Cooking for me is everything. I love to see people gathering on one table.
I love to cook. I love to feed people.
In January 2018, as I was settling into my new home of London, I met a group of women whose community had been affected by the Grenfell fire. They had decided to get together to cook fresh food for their families and their neighbors.
After the fire, it was somewhere where they could make food to take back to their hotel room where we don't have facilities to cook. It was sort of comforting to be able to do that, and the kitchen gave them the opportunity to do it.
It's quite nice to have a sense of belonging, feel comfortable.
And so, for 2 days every week, these women were able to cook and share their delicious recipes together.
We've called the kitchen the Hub Community Kitchen because in Arabic, hub means love, and we share love.
It's like one family now. We are sharing food, sharing happiness, sadness, everything.
I think food can bring back memories, and even the smell of food can bring back childhood comfort.
I immediately felt connected to this community kitchen. Like these women, I'm passionate about food and cooking.
Really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about. Smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. As a way of strengthening communities.
She asked me, how many days do you offer this service? And I said 2 days a week. And her straight question was, why not 7 days a hero? And I said, funding. So she goes, we can do a cookbook.
We sit together, we eat together, we enjoy the time together. Never mind where are you from, which color you are, which language you talk is something amazing.
So I'm proud to be supporting this cookbook, Together, which features delicious recipes from the women of the Hub Community Kitchen.
I feel very excited that my own unique recipes are going to be used around the world, because some of the recipes that I put in there are actually like very unique to my family.
The proceeds will allow the kitchen to stay open and to thrive, so it can continue transforming lives and communities through cooking.
Initially, the project was for Grenfell and the victims, but now it's for the community to come together, to socialise, to cook, to enjoy the different flavours. It's not just about home, it's not just about cooking to fill stomachs, it's about bringing people together.
Together is the celebration of the food, whereby we share, we laugh, we enjoy, we eat. We are definitely eating.
We hope you enjoy it as much as we do.
So all the money those Middle Eastern people are giving to Charles, shouldn't that go to that community? Okay? There's Meghan who came here, didn't even need Charles' money that he received from those Islamic people, Osama bin Laden family and all of that, to create, upkeep the Hub Community Kitchen. Alright? So there's this here. Every time I see this lady, I feel like she's like someone you could go to her and talk your problem to. She'll listen to you. I feel like it's someone that Princess Diana would have need to hear and listen and get some good advice. And I think the information would have stayed with her. She will not blab it out. I don't know why. Every time I see her face, I think of her that way. There's here Meghan cookbook mass link to 19 terror suspects, including Jihadi John and group investigation. Alright, there's that here. We know all about that. Okay, many thanks to @Camilla Tamley for putting my Meghan Markle's ISIS mass cookbook story on the front page of the Daily Telegraph. Look at this. Wow. Did any of the Al-Manar mass women picture with Meghan, now terrorist kindergarten teacher, Alma, oh my God, Wahhabi, and her ISIS executioner husband? Oh my God. And then that's the thing. Meghan is doing a good thing, not even receiving money from any of those terrorist people in terms of relation. Alright? None of them come to Meghan's rescue to say, don't say that. They all are baggage for God. And there they are here going to the mass. There's Harry and all of that. You could see Harry is pure. Alright? When Harry is doing something, he committed purely.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it does more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
Alright, there's that. So this just to show you other family went to the mass and all of that. Okay, they would have been saying, let's beheaded her, throw her over the London Bridge. She is a traitor. She would have been harassed, abused, tormented, vilified. They will be protesting in the street of London at BP, KP, Clarence House. The royal family are a bunch of hypocrites, thieves, con artists. Wake up, UK taxpayers. Alright, these people have crucified Meghan for jewelry that the royal family has accepted. Prince Charles accepted money from terrorists, etc. UK media and royalists turn their heads and play hypocrites. We know all about that. Alright, Charles accepted £1 million cash and suitcase from Sheikh. There's that here. Whatever you could read, you could freeze your screen. Next one, there's that. William and Kate charged 15 couples £35,000 each for dinner in New York, cash for access. Question as royal couple court U.S. super rich. And this is the access they want to come. £32,000. £32,000 to have dinner with them. That's in 2014. Alright, this is why he wants to come back to do his earth shit thing. Alright, how the Queen pays tribute to Saudi kings by wearing this lavish jewelry. There they are here. All baggage for God. They already link her to terrorism for publishing a cookbook to help the women of the Hub Community Kitchen. And long and behold, she still keep connection with them. All right, she still keep connection with them because she knows they doing good things over there. All right, let's read this and then that's it. They have receipt. Okay, they are already up in arm about Netflix and Spotify. Meghan can have a bunch of legit deals and they crucify her. So even when transparent, they say she's dishonest. They're not interested in the truth. Okay, please remember what they say about Meghan eating avocados. Such a difference 15 months make. All right, there's that here. All right, you guys go phrase it. Let's go to the next tweet. 35 minutes. Okay. Next tweet. Rumors flying around about Prince William's getting pegged, and the Daily Mail covers a story about Harry's wild years. LOL. Let's see here. Okay, how much will Harry confess about his wild years? Will he wreck his relationship with William forever and her? I mean, who cares? Harry is a grown man. He's a married man. He's a changed man. I mean, who cares about that? Thank God all of this already came out. Whatever he did when he was young. This is one thing I must say. Harry is one of the human beings who truly live his life in a way. Some of them may be very painful. Okay, this is not to say everything was enjoyable, and some stuff that he went through, especially his mother's death, this is not something he enjoyed. But certain things, that happened, he made the best of it. So just some of the questions that have left courtiers quirking as Harry prepares to publish his memoir 30 years after Diana's bombshell revelation. I hope on his memoir he speaks about the Bashir thing and said his, hopefully he said how he feel about that. Alright, let's see here some of the comments. Are they suggesting Harry's wild years are tied to William's and him revealing them will wreck the relationship forever? Although that relationship was wrecked by William instructing his right-hand man to help Daily Mail against his wife. Okay, fortunately, the New York Times court warned of Prince Charles accepting over £1 million from Osama bin Laden's family. They can't post a Harry story. Their way out of this. Yep. Alright, so New York Times is already talking about it. I don't know if William's still gonna come to Boston. Alright, Prince Charles, heir to the British throne, faced new scrutiny over the financing of his charities after a report found that one organization had accepted a donation of £1 million, 1.21 million US dollar, from the family of Osama bin Laden. I don't know how, if they could put a face coming back here in the US. His wild years are well documented, unlike William, who always got his cover up by the firm. Alright, typical, always have to do cleanup for Prince pegging. Okay, there, my opinion, deflect. Yep, and project. What they blame on Harry, William was doing 1,000 times worse, and more often, just like Trumpers, they're that predictable. Alright, if you want, it's possible that Prince Harry is probably the only decent one in the royal family, and I'm not surprised about his brother has been rumored around 4 years about him having affairs, and not just with women. Yes, I live in Kensington. Wow. Let's go into that. And then I think this was retweet, and I came across retweet K to rescue William with Vaseline. Alright, let's go into that. He live in Kensington. There's this, the word here is rumored. Okay, and not just with women. Drop all the tea, please. Do keep going. That's the squad probably coming. Please speak some more. I knew. This is why I went in there. Alright, he is the only decent one, corruption free. Okay, like the one that I explained in this video, where the father sent one of the Middle Eastern to donate to his Center Valley charity, and when it's time to get the money, and they start telling him you have to fly over here, this and that, and Harry was like, no, that wasn't part of the deal. Alright, Harry is the only decent one. Alright, he is the only decent one, corruption free, offered to work for free, doesn't drain the poor, hardworking, never abuse power. His only crime was to marry outside of his class and race. Okay, these are some serious charges you are pegging on him. Spill the tea. The squad like they wanna know more. Let me go to the next tweet. All right, there's this. That's still from this article, and some squad, tweet their stuff out. Yep, Richard K is Mr. Cleanup. There's that. Okay, that's William tempting the pegger. All right, this GIF. Let's go to the next tweet, and I think it reflects to that article as well. Some squatters tweeted out, and I came across it. Okay, Richard K to rescue William with Vaseline. That's the one I thought I went on that already. All right. Let's read what's there. Vaseline. I'm really surprised Unilever haven't tried to peg their product off the back of that catchy yet scandalous hashtag. Missed marketing opportunity. Vaseline sale will have gone through the roof. Oh no, not the Vaseline. Next tweet. Okay, there's how can they think we don't see the invisible contract? There's the crying face. It's screaming at us every day, screaming. All right, again, that's a retweet of that, the same article. Okay, it's all they have. They don't do any real work for charities and patronages. It's all they can do, which is pathetic for a family with unlimited money and resources. I stand the Sussex family. Prince William and Kate Middleton pantomime charitable works on their engagement, which they call work. No impact like the Hub Community Kitchen Cookbook, Smart Works, or Prince Harry's INVICTUS games. Yep, that's the thing I was comparing. The minute Meghan went over there, she was able to do all of this to upkeep the charities. But all the money that they're receiving, why their charities are having issues? Even Williams, Kate, and all of that, why their charities were closing off during the pandemic with all that bags of money? All right. Fortunately, the New York Times caught the wind of Prince Charles accepting over £1 million from Osama bin Laden family. They can't post Harry's story. They're way out of this. All right. So I read that already. That's another retweet of that. All right. So I read that within that article, within that tweet already. Next tweet. Okay, his wild years are well documented, unlike Williams, who always got his covered up by the firm. All right. So again, there's a retweet of that. And I want to see what the squad said. And the documentation of Harry wild years was the gift Harry didn't know he needed back in the days. This is the thing that I was saying. Despite the fact that he had the pain of his mother's death and everything, so at least these are clean slate. He doesn't need to worry about these anymore. They could spew all they want. These are already out. Okay, right now all he needs to do is focus on his family. All right. And this is why he doesn't want his kids to be in the public eyes. Alright? So this will be private for him. Maybe these are the time when his son and daughter asking him question, he could say what was going on. Alright? And explain to him this is why you should not be doing this. So he's a perfect example why the kids should not do certain things. Alright? He learned from experience. Alright? They have nothing on him for blackmail. He is free because of it. Yep, excellent point. That's exactly what I was saying. Okay, bango. All right, next tweet. Good. I'm moving pretty quick. And how many minutes? 44 minutes. I have one more. Actually, two more. The last one is kind of funny. Okay, typical. Always have to do cleanup for Prince of Peg, Prince William affair. All right, so that was that only. All right, we tweet of this. Next tweet. There's that. If you want, it's possible that Prince Harry is probably the only decent one in the royal family, and I'm not surprised about his brother. Has been rumor around 4 years about him having an affair, and not just with women. Yes, I live in Kensington. Okay, so I covered that already. So, and I even went in it. All right, so let's do this one. I don't know how. I think I'm gonna post this on my community board. I will black the thing because I don't want YouTube to black. Oh no, it's not it. I thought it was the sit. It's not it. Okay, DICK. Okay, all right, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. I feel like, what should we pray about? Prayer for what? Prayer for I feel like there should be a result. I don't know. Let's do payback. All right, payback. I don't know why. Payback. I don't know if that's prayer for payback. I don't know. Oh, there's that. Okay. I'm telling you, those things be coming in my head. I didn't expect to have a prayer for it. Okay, this is it. Do not revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for the God's worth. For it is written, it is mine to avenge, I will repay, said the Lord. Vengeance is mine, and I will repay. In due time their foot will slip, their day of disaster is near, and their doom rushes upon them. Alright, so let's use an image. Okay, I'm seeing this one here. I don't know why. Prayer for the day, July 20, 2020. Interesting. Okay, Father, thank you that you are a God of justice and you keep the records. Thank you that the time comes when you say that enough is enough, that it's payback time. I believe that things are about to shift in my favor and blessing is on the way. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it as that. Alright, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Or you could become a member. And those who have become a member, thank you for becoming a member. Alright, so that's it.